This movie made Hitler funny. An imaginary Hitler funny. That's something that I did not expect with Jojo Rabbit. Jojo Rabbit is directed by Taika Watiti and stars himself with Scarlett Johansson, Rowan Griffin-Davis, Thomasin McKenzie, Sam Rockwell, Rebel Wilson, and Stephen Merchant. Basically, this movie is set in World War II. We got Jojo, played by Rowan Griffin-Davis, who basically wants to join a Nazi, and he also has an imaginary friend, which happens to be Hitler himself, played by Taika Watiti. And his life and his situation has changed when we find out his mother, played by Scarlett Johansson, hidden this little Jewish girl up in the attic. Now, Taika Watiti is one of those directors that I was literally blind by. I had no heard of this director whatsoever until last year. I learned about him at school for my media subject, and I think Taika Watiti is a very stylish director. We watched so many of his films in class, such as Boy, that came out in 2010, which was a really great film, and Hunt for Wilder People, also great. And I've become pretty obsessed with this director. I watched What We Do in the Shadows. That movie was great. Probably my favorite from his. That movie was hilarious, but he's well known for Thor Ragnarok, which I love that movie. So when I heard Taika Watiti is making a new movie, I got so pumped for it. Like, I think this movie looks fantastic. I think Taika Watiti is a very different and stylish director, and he's one of those directors that you had to have your own opinion with, because there's some people that hate his style, some people that like his style, and basically this movie is definitely his style, and this movie could be very mixed for everybody. To me, I enjoyed Jojo Rabbit, and I think what I love about Jojo Rabbit is basically his style is still there in this film, and the way he uses his style in the film, it's like, that's basically Taika Watiti. He knows what he wants to do, and he knows what type of style he likes really doing. Like, when you watch this film, you can see that this could be a different film for everybody. Like, it's not like Avengers Endgame, or it's not like any other cinematography. Taika Watiti films movies very, very differently, and I think Jojo Rabbit does that really well with the originality of Taika Watiti's filmmaking. Also, the cast in Jojo Rabbit was fantastic. We got Rowan Griffin-Davis, which I have not seen him in a movie before, and him playing the main protagonist, Jojo. I think he did such a great job in this film, and I honestly not a fan of kid actors, but I would say that this kid was fantastic in the film, and I want to see him in more movies because he was great as Jojo. He's a very realistic character. You do feel for him with some elements that's basically pushing him away from his situation, but the best part about this movie is his chemistry between him and the imaginary Hitler played by Taika Watiti himself. I think their chemistry in the film really brings out the humor in this film. The chemistry together is so hilarious, and Taika Watiti does a great job performing this very nice version of Hitler that basically Jojo has in his mind to basically, you know, help him get out of situations, and that brings the humor up to the film. But I think the thing that really stood out for me in this film is the chemistry between Jojo and this little girl up in the attic. I think that chemistry was very strong in the film because it's basically teaching us lessons to, you know, stand up for what's right or do the right thing in this film. It's probably the way you not think of when you watch this film, but when I watch this film, it's like, it's teaching us a lesson to basically do the right thing. And this film kind of explores discrimination and World War II itself, and even the Nazis itself. And I think what Taika Watiti brings in this film, he brings it so effectively and really original and different. I think the way that he uses comedy in the film is excellent, but also this film is surprisingly very heartfelt as well. There are some really heartfelt scenes. But the rest of the cast, like Scarlett Johansson, Sam Rockwell, Stephen Merchant, Rebel Wilson, even though they have small parts in this film, they all did a great job. The cast is ginormous as well, which is really fantastic in the film. Guys, overall, I think Jojo Rabbit is a very well done film. I don't think it's a film that I'll probably watch all over again though, because it's definitely a film that's not really for everybody. Like, if you like a big fan of Taika Watiti, I think you're gonna love this film like I do. If you're not a fan of Taika Watiti's like film style or his substance, I think this film wouldn't be for you. But this one's very mixed. To be honest, I really enjoyed Jojo Rabbit. I'm reviewing this movie a bit late. This movie's coming on Boxing Day. I watched it very early screen like 2 weeks ago, so yeah, it's probably a late review, but there's just so much stuff happening, so now it's the right time to review Jojo Rabbit. So sorry for a bit of a late review, but guys, if you just want to see a really effective and well done film, I think Jojo Rabbit will be for you. It definitely explores the Nazi situation, and even Hitler himself. I'm going to give Jojo Rabbit an A-. So guys, let me know down below if you have seen Jojo Rabbit. Do you like the film, hate the film, or you thought it's okay? And what is your favorite Taika Watiti film? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you guys follow me on Facebook, Stardust, Instagram, Twitter. Keep contacting me, and make sure you guys subscribe to my channel, notified for my latest reviews, and have a nice day.